Starting! Welcome to the first match of the Gauntlet. This is Fight Club versus Moorland skirmishers. Fight Club attacking, Moorland defending. Let's see what goes down. So, Chicken immediately appearing to go for a very aggressive archer, taking down a peasant. I don't know if that was indicative of anything. But they're getting very aggressive. FC already pushing a man-at-arms, flanking on the left side of defender, and taking out one of Moorland, and they're going down the middle as well. This is a really wide push for Fight Club. Could really pay off for them. And they're just cutting a swath straight through the middle of Moorland skirmishers right now. But finally they're coming back after FC are taking just a couple residual peasants. Moorland finally getting their bearings. I believe that's nearly a full clear. Fight Club is almost completely gone. Yeah. Yep. Alright.
Chicken's using a warbow. You don't see that much anymore.
Oh, that's very interesting. Let's see if I can check him out. Chicken. Yes, he is in fact. That's very interesting. So what do you guys think about that? I think they did a 3 men down the middle and 1 man on either side with the archer just supporting. What do you guys think about that?
I saw that, and I noticed actually the archer dropped in melee right away, which was interesting. You don't see that very often either.
Generally speaking, a triple split is it's a great way, especially in the early stages, I think, to just try and do as much collateral damage as humanly possible from every angle.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was just a pure shock and awe tactic for Fight Club, and it really worked out. They've already got 11 peasants with 2 minutes down, which is pretty decent as far as momentum goes. And Fight Club does have a single man-at-arms in the village. Not going to survive.
Second,
full clear.
In that fight with the 2 man-at-arms there, the attacking one broke off, killed a peasant to regain some stamina, and then went back to fighting the other man-at-arms with the new Mercs mod stamina buff.
That's smart.
Right, the adrenaline system. Yeah, it's a very good thing to take advantage of.
For sure.
This is interesting. Fight Club doing a 4-man rush over the side. Actually, pretty much a full team rush towards the right side of attacker. And they are getting stalled, and but they're doing something intelligent. They're stopping to engage, and they completely won that engagement because they were nice and patient. And now they're going to get the rewards of that and just completely wreck these peasants.
I feel like a right side flood like that, it puts the attackers in a much better position. Anybody who's over in the village or closer to the riverside has to pull themselves off of that point and get caught in the choke point right near the house and the torch. So it's a good idea to run that at least once per swing on this map.
That's very creative of them. They're pulling off. They're doing something really smart. They're pulling off a lot of different strategies, or so far just 2 main different strategies. They did that three-way split. Then they did a full push on the right side, neither of which I see in normal competitive play, and it's very cool and refreshing to see that. Absolutely. It seems to have worked. 39 out of 40 peasants already with 6 minutes 20 seconds. This objective's all but won for our Fight Club. If they can get just 1 more peasant down, Chicken just needs to peg 1 at this point. And that looks like what he's trying to do.
Where I'm Moorland right now, I'd probably make a strong retreat back to their spawn and just wait, let them get the last peasant, and just try and do as much damage as I could at spawn.
That would be very smart, but it looks like they are fighting to the bitter end. But it's a little bit fruitless, because if they kill them away from their spawn, they're just going to spawn in and get right on that cart.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what they're doing. Just getting right on that. I just noticed Fight Club actually didn't focus on houses almost at all. They only got maybe like half a dozen houses. Most of their peasant kills were on actual peasants.
Oh, yeah.
It's very interesting to me. I see a lot of the higher level clans like try to do convoluted strategies just to get behind and get all the houses. So this is very cool. Alright, so this is the second objective. They got 15 minutes left. Fight Club has to push that cart in. Plenty of time. This is a really, really good first objective.
Not a bad time.
Oh no. But Moorland is going to push up with 5 men. Their archer has spawned. Not a huge deficit. They need to get up in there. They need to play as a team, and they're doing just that. Oh, Fight Club with that TK. That pretty much seals the deal. But Moorland with another TK. Not going to be enough. And Moorland does hold out. With 5 men remaining, that was a very nice clear on their part. Now this is
actually delivered with the clock tower.
Oh goodness! I'm gonna have to give him a shout out later. Looks like Orphan. Yeah, I'll give him a proper one.
Oh my god!
I'll make sure to read that too.
It's intense when you read it.
Oh goodness! I'll put it on my list. But speaking of lists, Fight Club is making one and checking it twice and completely clearing it. But Moorland's putting up a really good fight at this cart. Really good target switching by June and his partner Yin over here. And they do hold the cart. That's insane. You do not normally see the cart get stalled this early.
Yin and Yang, the only two up at the cart.
They complement each other perfectly. That's fantastic. So now Fight Club, they're going to have to really hustle for this, because they may have the time advantage, 13 minutes, 25 seconds, but with the cart getting stalled this early, that does not bode well for when it hits the bridge and later on the gate, if they get that far.
Generally speaking, it's about 5 minutes that you need, you know, at the door to get it through. And if you don't have that, then it's really, really tough.
Well, I think, wow, Moorland is just putting up one heck of a defense on this second objective. It's an iron wall in front of the Fight Club Fight Club Scourge. Thought it said the clan wrong. Ugh.
Very smart move here, using that ammo box more or less as a control point, and the archer and man-at-arms can just continuously rain down fire and arrows on him. So.
Absolutely, that is something very important that I think doesn't get mentioned enough. Is the ammo box is such an important point of interest that whatever team controls it is kind of in control of the area around it, because they can just utilize that box, and then for 20 seconds after, it has to be contested.
Exactly.
Yeah, you'll see that in Dark Forest too. People will suicide to stop man-at-arms on attacking from getting that first ammo box fire pot.
Yeah, because it's so valuable, that extra 33 damage. Yeah. Looks like this push might be the one Fight Club needs to break down Moorland's resolve. And yeah, it looks like that is exactly what's happening. Moorland getting completely wiped. But they put up a heck of a fight for all of, like, 3 minutes and 30 seconds just about. Very, very good defense. Absolutely. Like, normally, the cart does not stick around that point. Normally, it sticks around the bridge, the beginning of the bridge.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy for defenders to get to it. Now it seems like Fight Club taking up good stances to get out of the archer's fire. Speaking of fire, Moorlanders gets a really nice fire pot. And that seems like it's going to set the stage for an engagement sided to Moorland. Oh my, yes, just given these first couple kills, it looks like Moorland is kind of actually neck and neck with Fight Club. I was going to say they were taking it. Ooh, but Fight Club gets the TK. And I think they are going to end up holding it. They're going to end up stalling it for the time being. Unless Killua can clutch.
Oh, the triple feint.
The triple feint. That was
no shame. It's
crazy.
Important to have no shame. Oh, he keeps going.
And he does actually get the cart moving a couple feet. Finally, Dejibus
stops it.
Yeah. I love seeing Dejibus in his maul. In the last tourney, that was just absolutely awesome to see play around on Stone's Hill.
That may have actually worked out for them if they were to advance right now. It might have worked out for them. Everybody else was respawning. They're in now, but if they'd have pushed up, they would have been able to catch them like 3 to 6, I think.
Yeah, I think so. But you know, it just it went the way it did.
Yeah.
And now Fight Club is finally going on the offensive again. And they've got this beautiful choke point. Are they taking advantage of it? No, they let a couple through, and that's their screw up here.
Yep.
When it gets on the bridge as the attacker, you really want to like lock down those two narrow entrances beside the cart, because those are your lifelines.
Oh, Minion didn't even need to kill him.
Holy crap. That blind drag, I love those. Finally, we're left with a 1v1. However, I don't think Fingon's going to stay to deal with that.
No,
He does go away. Yeah. Smart move. And we're left with a bit of a standoff here. Still 9 minutes, 20 seconds. Still totally feasible. Compositions have stayed the same. I think... oh my. I think that Moorland is kind of getting demolished by Corthoran. Oh my goodness. Yes.
FC takes it here, yeah.
Yeah, with Yin's head leaving this realm, FC does get that cart moving. I was saying, I find it kind of surprising that Moorland actually doesn't have a second Vanguard with the awesome way they're playing on defense. Like, normally when you see a defending team doing this well, their man-at-arms, they won't have a man-at-arms, they'll have just two Vanguards for that extra health.
Corthoran catches a knight with his axes out, picks him off.
And, yep, Moorland is just trying their best to defend, but it's a 4v3. It's not in their favor, despite the TK. And, yeah, they are going to get it on the gate. I have no doubt at this point, I think, unless this fire can take one of them out.
Yep.
Looks like FC should be able to take this given the time.
Yeah,
But
one of them with the fire.
never know. Okay, yeah, that is going to mean them running back. It looks like Korth and Killua on FC are really hauling for their team. Both topping their board. A lot of kills.
Oh, wow.
According
Same
to
for
what Simon said
Yin
earlier,
Jun.
I think they're going to get it with about maybe a minute or two left.
Yeah.
Maybe a minute or
Next
two?
objective. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if it's going to happen, you're probably right. It is going to be at the final minute or so.
Unless they get some really good, next couple pushes.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right. Unless they can, like, really work as a team and haul. As it is, there's this knight from FC. I think it's Korth. It's Killua. Killua kind of broke off, and that kind of jinked FC's push a little bit. Didn't stop them, though. They are pulling with all due haste. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. Oh, yep,
Oh.
it is.
They get a
FC
player
ends
there,
up with
yep.
3. Yeah, very good push by FC. I was scolding them for a moment because they split up a bit too much. I was
Oil's
thinking
coming.
Killua would go past. Yeah, and that oil will stall them for a moment. And they will go down. That's going to
Couple
be their
hits.
push. They do, yeah. Every little bit of progress counts, especially with this. If they just keep chipping off, they've got 6 minutes and 45 seconds. They can do it.
Definitely do it, yeah.
Chicken switched to short bow back.
Really? Okay,
Chicken's
that actually
been
makes
making
sense.
Good use of the short bow in the
Oh, yeah.
last few scrims I've seen.
Let's take a look at
Especially on
him.
hillside.
I mean, the 45 arrows you get with it is just insane.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they increased the ammo. That's right. That was...
Calling for a pause here.
Oh, okay. Alright, they're resuming. Looks like Killua might have had a thing. And we resume at Fight Club. Looks like it's 3v4. Non-Fight Club's favor. They are going to potentially get taken down.
It changes to a 2v2 here.
Yeah, Moorland's going to get picked off. Or are they? Dajiba's
No,
holding
taking a
out.
couple down.
Dajiba's still holding out. Oh, finally. Goes down by Chicken's bow.
2v1 on cart, 1v1 on cart.
Uh-oh, can Fingon hold out? Fingon is using a war axe. That's different.
I don't see it very often, but it's not a bad weapon.
Oh, not at all, yeah. It's just very, very rarely used. I have,
You don't
honestly...
have much range with it.
Yeah. But if your opponent's not expecting it, you can definitely catch them off guard with that extra damage. Oh my, yep, looks like FC getting a lot of nice kills. Again, Korth completely showing how much of a badass he is. with that Grand Mace. Kill after kill. This might be objective. Oh, nope. Corthorane is going to get burned. As is the Vanguard Chief.
He's gonna go down soon.
Yep. Can only hold for so long.
Gets an LMB off.
Oh, yep. But alas. That is FC's push. They are going to have to group up. I'm glad to see they aren't trickling or any kind of haberdashery of that nature. They are being very intelligent with their pushes. They know they don't have too many, and they are utilizing them. Yeah. It's good to see that. They are going to group up, make a nice push. I'd like to see those knights get up first. Very nice. They are actually doing just that. In fact, they're going for a bit of a split. This is smart. If they do a straight-up flank, they can hit them on both sides and just sandwich them. FC should have the advantage here. They get the first kill. And the engagement is pretty much left to Dejibus and June, who both go down after...
TK, but they're still up.
Yeah, after a rackus of TK.
No oil.
Yeah, where's the archer? Oh, there it is. Alright, let's get someone else on that cart, guys. You got 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
On, yeah.
It is going to be the man-at-arms. Hopefully he doesn't die too soon.
Looks like
That firepot's...
Firepot.
Yeah, that firepot's it. I don't know if they're going to take this just yet. No. Moorland gets a full spawn in and does end up stalling Fight Club. And they are going to hold this defense. Now I'd like to see Moorland push up. Like they can push up with...
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
They don't have the players.
They don't. Yeah, they're missing their fifth.
I think one more will do it.
Yep, they need to get this aggression going, because if they just hold out by the cart, I guess at this point they don't have much of a choice, but they should push out at least a little bit, because it doesn't look like anyone is flanking really, all going down a straight path for the most part. There's not much progress on the cart though, so one decent flank will pretty much finish it.
Jeebus switches to full hammer.
I did not notice that. They are getting some progress. Uh-oh, it looks... I think they got a bit of tunnel vision there. They just went straight for the cart, and they paid for it dearly.
They had a two-man flank, which only ended up getting, I think, 2 pushes on it.
Yep.
Yeah, they got a bit of progress, but 2 minutes and 20 seconds. This clock is against them. During this later time, I guess, what would you guys prefer as an attacker on this objective? Would you guys prefer to just make a beeline straight from the spawn to the cart, or get a bit fancy and do some kind of flank?
You want to go... what I do normally is you go straight for the cart, but you wipe the team first before you start pushing.
Yeah, generally speaking, that's what I would do too. This little time left and that little time, or that little progress on the cart remaining, suicides can work out.
Oh yeah, definitely. At this point.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're going for, it seems, and they may... No! They save it just in time. But it looks like FC does have enough time for one more good push, and if they can make this push count, they can absolutely take it. 1 minute 30 seconds is plenty of time. They just need to group up, be very intelligent. Like, I've seen a lot of times on this objective, the attacking team will have less than 2 minutes, and they will be forced to make this last push really count, and it definitely can. They're doing something a little weird. I think they're going to go for a bit of a fancier move, but they have that chance. They have 1 minute and 5 seconds left.
Man at arms
so,
for a flank.
Yeah, looks like they're trying to pull him off.
He can definitely do it. Oh, they're going to get it! No, are they? Yes!
Yes, they did.
They get it with a minute.
Last second.
Dang, but they do get it with a minute on the clock, and now with 5 minutes 45 seconds to take on the king. This should be interesting.
Difficult king time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
especially
but
Merc's mod double regen.
Oh,
absolutely. But again, you know, they got this objective, which is a big feat in and of itself.
Time to bring out the heavy weapons.
Oh yeah, let's look at what's going on now.
now.
Ha! Well, I'd like to say I could have predicted that, but I could not have. That's insane. That's a lot of damage output. That's going to be, if they can get to the king, if even one of them.
Because the king is a knight class with extra health, so the blunt damage does extra.
FC seems to be a little bit disjointed in their pushing, but the rest of them, all three of them, they are going to get a little closer. They're going to get into the throne room, but not going to get much progress. Looks like they're just kind of hiding a little bit. They're trying to engage, finally. They do get engaged with nearly all of Moorland's strength. Oh, and Moorland gets two really nice kills. Pretty much clears out Fight Club from this throne room. 4 minutes, 30 seconds. Fight Club could definitely do this, but they need one really solid push.
Moorland pushing into spawn, it looks like.
This is smart. You don't see this too much, though, because the defenders are usually really hard-pressed at this point.
When you respawn so close to the objective, though, on defense here, you can afford to do stuff like that.
Absolutely. Nope. Pause has gone out from Moorland. Both teams have pretty much their entire pause time, so it's fine. 4 minutes on the clock. What do you guys think? How do you think that Fight Club can actually take this king objective?
It's possible.
Definitely possible. It'll take you know, one or two good groups to be able to like wipe them all at courtyard and press up and wipe again king, but I think it's definitely doable. We've seen some you know, really close matches where it's come down to like literally 12 seconds or less on the clock, and it can definitely be done.
Oh yeah, you can definitely do it in one push if you get a good corner on the king.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what are you guys' predictions? You want to say maybe? I mean, I'm thinking Moorland has just had such an impeccable defense, despite it getting broken down even twice. They've just been so great on it. I would probably say Moorland's going to hold out.
If God will.
It could definitely happen. I mean, like you said, they had a great defense on that last objective there. But it really depends on attacking. I've seen teams fall apart after having great defenses.
Yeah. If Moorland can hold up the defenses they put out, you know, on the card, they should be able to hold them out. I think Fight Club's ability to split might help them here by just running different positions and trying to get the king to drop down. But I don't know. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left.
We'll see.
Yeah. They're killing time. They got a little bit of time, but not much. A couple pushes left. FC is grouping up, and they're doing something smart. They waited until Moorland was running into the courtyard outside the throne room, and then they started pushing. But nope, they are going to retreat. The Fight Club, the Moorland Archer, is just putting up too much of a fight. Oh man, but Fight Club is getting some really good kills. They're going to push out into the throne room. Looks like they're going to do some pretty standard. Yeah, they're trying, but they're kind of just running around as it seems. The knight, actually, one of Fight Club does get to the king, but the archer is there.
He's out of stam too. He's going to get a single hit on king.
Yep, not enough to do any real damage. And Fight Club pretty much goes down within the throne room.
Chicken's left. He's just taking shots.
So Fight Club seems to be really good at these initial engagements, but I think they play with their secondary engagements when they get into the throne room as though they have like the same health and stamina when in that primary engagement. Like the thing about the king objective is that you have to win 2 whole engagements generally to finish the objective. To even get to the king. And like I've seen a solo king win a 1v3. So, and the king can just run away from anything bigger.
Yep, that's basically what you do as a king. You play a big game and run away. Just need to hold out for your team to respawn.
Exactly. Minute 45 seconds just about on the clock. I don't know that Fight Club can actually has time to pull anything off. They could do something magical right here with their next push, but that's going to have to be it. And they lost their knight, Korth, so I don't know.
It'll be close.
It will, very. Like, Fight Club's pulling off these engagements really, really well. They're getting some nice kills. It's apparent that their 1v1 ability as well as their teamwork is really, really good. But I think just their momentum and their stamina as a team kind of wanes after a couple pushes, and they have to recover from that.
Oh, yeah.
So 1 minute remaining, and Fight Club is pushing with all that they've got. None of them actually look like they have lowered health. They are making a beeline for the king.
They could do it here.
They could absolutely do it. The king picking the point of least resistance. He is getting sandwiched in.
It's going to drop.
Doing the smart thing. Oh, but he does get stalled and is taking a lot of damage really fast. And he's getting cornered. Dejibus needs to save the king here.
Oh.
Oh, the TK! No! Oh, man.
That was insane.
That was close.
Reverse overhead.
You saw that? Yeah, he...
That was crazy.
Oh, my goodness. If Dejibus hadn't TK'd that archer and it actually hit the knight, that would have been Moorland's objective. But that was crazy. Holy crap. Alright, so FC has won the first round, and they did finish with 57 seconds, I believe. That's what I saw on the clock. Yeah, I think 57, 56 seconds. So that was extremely close, like you said, Simon.
Oh, wow.
That was insane. Oh, 26 seconds is the final time. I was mistaken.
That's still a hard time to beat, though.
That is a very hard time to beat. Now, if Moorland can just absolutely